Hey, it's Jeff, and I got a great question on our Facebook page a few days ago, and it's from Eric Salisbury. And Eric asked, what one thing made all the difference? What one thing made the big impact on my path, on my journey to where I'm at today? And he was specifically looking for something that wasn't so much, just some thing that happened to me, but something that really impacted my mindset. And of course, not too long ago, I was Mr. Mom. I was home taking care of a couple little babies. I hadn't had a job or made any money at all in the prior 7 years. So I didn't have anything going on. And now where I'm sitting, I've got this, this big business, what seems like a big business to me, a great team. I've got thousands and thousands of clients and I've done pretty well. And so, obviously, along that path, it's been 16 years now. So it wasn't like just yesterday when I started my business, but it's been an incredible transformation, an incredible journey that I've been on. And so obviously, when in that kind of a journey, there's more than one thing that happens. There's a whole bunch of things, and I can easily think of, 5 or 6 or 7 critical junctures that just made all the difference. But as I look back, like the very first one, where it all starts, was a pretty big one. The start's always important, right? And I can remember sitting there in my living room, watching on my 19-inch TV, watching the Tony Robbins commercial for I don't know, maybe the 5th or 6th time, and it's like, man, it just seems too good to be true. But I kept watching it, and I watched those testimonials, and the testimonials really got me. It's like, wow, it really sounds amazing. Could this possibly be real? Could it possibly be true? So what I did was I picked up the phone. This is pre-internet. Picked up the phone and I ordered the CDs. CDs was the hot technology. Then actually you could get it on cassettes or CDs, and I paid the extra $20 or whatever to get the CDs because they seemed like they'd be better or whatever. And so got the CDs, and it was Personal Power 2, and I went through them. And I went through them exactly how they said. They said, watch or listen to 5 of them, and then take 2 days off, for the weekend, and rest your brain, and then watch 5 more. And then it took 30 days to go through the thing. And I went through it religiously, exactly how they said to go through it. And it made a huge impact. And the thing is Tony Robbins is awesome. And I've now met Tony. I spent some time with him, helped him with his business. Been to a couple of his events. And it's great material, great material. I loved it. But the thing is I don't know, it probably could have been any other person teaching really good personal development material, and it probably would have made the same impact. It was like Tony was my inroad into it. But I think the really big thing that made the impact wasn't just the material I learned, but it was the fact that I realized that no matter what I wanted to learn, anything I wanted to learn, there are experts out there, and I could learn from people that had spent their entire life studying whatever that area is, and then I could learn from those people. And all I had to do was get their book or their CDs or their videos or go to one of their events, and I would tap into all their wisdom. And that was the thought. That was the one thought that has literally made all the difference. Personal and the personal development was great too, because I now know tons of millionaires and multimillionaires, people that have started from scratch, started from humbler beginnings that I started from, and I literally don't know a single one that doesn't practice some of the basic personal development and personal success stuff. So it's a well-worn path. A lot of people they might not be into it, but it's a well-worn path that pretty much everyone I know that's having success it's not an unconscious, a lucky thing. They're working at it, and they're working the personal success thing. So 2 big things is, I'm a fan of personal development, and 2, whatever you want to learn, it's available to you. Especially in this day and age, it's so much easier now with the internet. It's all available to you. And so that was just the start of the journey. A few years later, I started my business, and I got some business training. First, some very humble beginning, where I learned about information marketing. Again, I bought a product, learned about it, but that's a whole nother story. The whole path through all this different learning is another story. But just this is the idea. the idea is if you want to change your life, if you want to, change your physical body, change your mental state, change your spiritual well-being, change your relationships, learn a new skill, learn about business, there are experts out there. There are people that have spent their life studying whatever you want to learn, and they'll teach it to you for the cost of a book or the CD or DVD or whatever. So yeah, personal development, I'm a big fan. Personal learning, I'm a big fan. The best learning, I don't think is in schools. I don't think it is. I think it's our kind of businesses where people are teaching people their expertise. So that was like the one thing I definitely would not be here if I hadn't suspended my disbelief. I was embarrassed to order that Tony Robbins package because it seemed maybe it was a scam or I don't know, maybe it was like I was showing some weakness because I had to buy something that taught me how to be more successful. But I had nothing going on in my life at that point. Nothing going on. I had a wife, I had a good marriage, I had a couple of great kids, little kids, but that was it. I literally hadn't made any money in 7 years. I'd failed in the corporate world. Had nothing going on, and it all turned around, starting with suspending my disbelief that I could change my life and that program could make an impact on my life. And sort of got over my embarrassment. I didn't tell my wife for weeks after I bought the thing. It was like $179. That was a fortune for me then. But I sort of hid the bill for it, and here I am now. So it's been a crazy path. I hope you have a similar path or had a similar path. Go ahead and leave a comment. Tell me about what was the big pivot in your life, or if you haven't had it yet, what it's going to be, what it's going to take, how you're going to change your life. And leave me a comment, and then go ahead and hit the like button too. Love that. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.